Yo, what's up guys, it's me, it's NLG, and I'm back again with the next episode of this series, episode number 12, I want to say. The last episode saw the video debut of the bad boy Joey Janela. He debuted tonight against Andrew Everett. We saw Josh Briggs retain his championship over Chris Dickinson and Ethan Page. Dickinson and Page fight each other in a last man standing match tonight. Matt Fitchett earned the right to fight Josh Briggs tonight as he defeated Tracy Williams. Let's see what happens tonight. We have 14 plus popularity, or 14F plus popularity, which isn't bad when you consider it. Like, in a year, we've won a 4, possibly 5 popularity, depending on if we go up after this show. I believe if we look here as well, our first show was last April, so this will be our big 1 year anniversary next month. That's pretty damn cool. Last year's show, it's mad. Ace Romero made one of 2 appearances in the company. Kylie Ray fought Chazza McKenzie in a match that also happens tonight. We've kept, like, apart from Ace Romero, everyone on that roster still regularly competes here. That's mad. Even if it is only a year, that does feel quite mad. But we jump into things in front of 260 people, where in about that had a decent reaction from the crowd. Kylie Ray taps out Chazza McKenzie in 13-18 by submission with a crossface. They have great chemistry, which is lovely to see. Kylie with the 28, Chazza with the 31 as Kylie improves in performance. A lovely start to the show. We then have a 44D where in a decent match Tracy Williams defeats Kip Sabian in 16:08 with a pile driver. Tracy Williams has a gimmick which is getting stale, which is interesting to see, because he's had his gimmick just as long as the opening match competitors, and theirs isn't getting stale. But they got the crowd hotter. A 43 for Kip, a 38 for Tracy. Lovely stuff there. A genuinely very good opener. As we then have a 46D when a decent match, Joey Janela defeats Andrew Everett in 13:27 by pinfall with the moonsault foot stomp. Everett gets a 46 to Janela's 37. Janela's degenerate gimmick receives a rating of poor, which is a shame, but if he's anything like Tracy Williams, give it a year and he'll be able to change it. But 46D there, not bad at all. We then have a 55C minus, where in a decent match, M-Dog Matt Cross makes his return to NYCW, defeating Trey Miguel in 13:35 by pinfall with a death from above. 56 for Cross, 38 for Miguel. Both Miguel and Kip Sabian lose tonight. Neither match seeing any interference. And maybe that's showed here now, as Trey Miguel shoves Kip Sabian. He walks away from him, and he does bring that up, and he says, "Where were you? Where were you?" And Kip's like, "I was in the back, I was hurt. It's not my fault. Like, it's not my fault that you lost. It's like, where were you to help me?" And Trey Miguel just walks away after a little shoving war. And Kip Sabian looks very sad as Trey Miguel just looks annoyed. We then have a 47D in our semi-main event of the evening, as in a decent match, Chris Dickinson defeats Ethan Page, the last man stand match in 14:44, when Page could not answer the referee's count of 10 after a falcon arrow from the top rope through 2 tables to the outside. I might not say it there, but that's what really happened. Dickinson with a 46 to Page's 40. They have great chemistry and it's shown their performances, which is excellent to see, as then it's a main event of the evening. Briggs versus Fitchett in front of 260 people, and in a 46D in a decent match, pardon me, Josh Briggs defeats Matt Fitchett in 13:01 by pinfall with the Maroon 5, making defense number 7 of the heavyweight title. Fitchett got a 46 to Briggs' 40. I just love how far Briggs has come performance-wise. As we get a 40D minus to round off the show, where Chris Dickinson comes out, the newly crowned contender, and he has a stare down with Josh Briggs over the championship, just like they did 11 months ago. They ended the first show with a stare down. They'll end the anniversary show back in that same ring, back one-on-one, but this time for the heavyweight championship. Lovely stuff there. We get a 47-day increase in our popularity in one region. An absolutely excellent show. You take away that opening match, and that show is phenomenal top to bottom, especially for a company of our size. We need to decide who gets praise. Matt Cross, Andrew Everett, Tracy Williams. There we go. So excellent stuff there. A brilliant show. There's Rusev on a tank. But I can't believe it. Next month, it's anniversary time. Already. Mad. This has flown by. Are you enjoying the series? I really hope so. I've really enjoyed it. I feel like the Jordan Grace, Josh Briggs storyline was excellent. The promo video for Joey Janela's debut, I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed that. Josh Briggs' steady improvements, I've enjoyed that. I've genuinely loved this series more than any series I've ever had. Bully Ray beat Damian Duke to win the KOWL Global title. I forgot about that. So Bully Ray has founded his own company back in October. They've gained 2 popularity in that time. How do I remember that? But yeah, that's his roster. If we have a little look through it in case anyone gives a shit, because I need filler. Al Snow is a road agent. He's hired one of Dalton Castle's boys, not both of them, but one. He's hired himself as a 48-year-old champion. Damian Duke, which is 40-year-old Adam Rose. Eric Escobar, Jesus Christ. Hurricane Helms as a heel superhero road agent. Ian Riccaboni from ROH. Jack Swagger, who doesn't have a picture for some reason, despite having one in the picture pack. Johnny Emminger. Oh wow, Lucky Cannon, he's still in this. Why is he still in this mod? Gordon Cage, the first person to never have worked in ROH or WWE so far on this roster. Alex Riley. Nunzio. Luke Hawks. Don't know who that is, I'm going to be honest. Magnus. Bloody hell, this is a shit company. Matt Riviera, I don't know who that is. Mike Patrick, again, don't know. Mr. 450, the guy who Mustafa Ali doesn't like. Nick Hammond, whoever that is. Rick Manning, and the Sandman, who is a heel colour commentator. Because if there's anything we remember about the Sandman's career, it's that he was a heel. Fucking idiot, Bully Ray. I tell you what, I'd love to watch the Sandman do commentary. I think that would actually be quite interesting. Hopefully just, like, every single word that he says is just a line of Enter Sandman. But there we have it. Another solid show. We are up to 15 popularity, which is what you want to see. I don't know what 14 is in Roman numerals. I believe that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it will be. And so we can change that to Briggs Dickinson 2. And there we have it. Your main event of next month's show. Josh Briggs, Chris Dickinson, one-on-one for the New York City Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. There is Josh Briggs' list of defences. He's beaten Shazza McKenzie, Jake Something, Matt Cross, Jordan Grace, Dalton Castle, Dickinson and Page, and Matt Fitcher. One man who has never fought him one-on-one for that title is Tracy Williams. But we do have mainstays who haven't fought for that belt, like Space Monkey, Andrew Everett, and Orange Cassidy. So maybe in a few months' time, because we are, after the next show, we'll be 3 shows away from the King of New York tournament. So maybe, just maybe, one of those men will be able to earn a shot at the gold. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one very shortly.